1, 2, 3, 4.
What is happening, folks? Welcome to the Mudblood podcast with myself, Paddy McDonald, and also my very drunk and handsome co-host, Mr. WILLY Thompson.
I'm not drunk anymore. I wish I still was.
Yeah.
This is the most hungover I've ever been.
You are white. You look like fucking
I don't
Count
see colour,
Duckler.
mate, but I'm fucking
You are
dying.
white. You are white.
I'm fucked, mate. I am fucked. The sun needs to go away because I'm going to die.
You were like Dracula today, hiding from the sun, weren't you?
Do you know what time I woke up at today?
3 o'clock?
6:30.
6:30?
In the evening.
No way.
The fuck am I? I'm nearly
Who woke
30.
up?
No one. Instead of myself. No, you guys ringing me?
Do you know what time I got woke up at? Who woke up? No one. And if the drugs don't work.
Oh, they fucking did, let me tell you.
Here, we're joined tonight, just fucking randomly, by Mr. Tommy Mccarthy.
Oh, the wonderful Tommy. How you doing,
What
bro?
up, world?
What is happening? What is happening? Tommy, who has retired from boxing
Yes.
and is
Have you actually retired?
Fully
full-time comedian now.
Good man.
Full-time, joined the crew.
joined the gang.
Yeah.
Because I know some fighters, because I didn't know if it was sometimes fighters retire and then they come back. This is
They
you.
do, but
This is
Keep-
you.
I'm
he's keeping
hoping
the
not
book
to.
He's
Yeah.
keeping the book open.
nah. This is my first time ever officially retiring. So, but my mind is made up. Like I haven't really wanted to box for a while anyway. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely out now.
I suppose it's not really something you can half-arse
Nah,
if you're not fully into it. Like,
exactly. You
It's
have
like
to
the
love
hokey
it. You
cokey.
have to love it.
yeah.
But boxing is like that. Boxing's like, and just when I thought it was out, they pulled me back in again. How many times
That has
happened?
been me the last maybe friggin' 3 years. It's been happening.
Yeah.
So now I have to, and they nearly did pull me back in fucking last week, but I'm sticking to my guns.
He got offered a good fight.
Really good
In
fight.
a nice
Aye.
place and all. And he was like, and I was like, no. He doesn't want to fight.
I don't want to fight.
He had cons like me for the past 3 years going to him, I think you still have stuff in the game and all.
Aye.
You know? And he's like, but I just want to do this. And I'm going to know, but just fucking keep going. Like,
And are you glad you're done? Or do you miss it? Or
Nah, I don't miss it. That's what I'm saying. It's been, my heart hasn't been in it for like last few years,
Aye.
and so I'm not missing it. I'm still training every day, but not boxing training. And I don't like being around like the boxing game kind of because it's so full of shit and everyone's like snakes and all.
Yeah.
One of my coaches described it years ago as a Shark Tank full letting on to be mates. Sharks letting on to be mates, and that's what it is. Like,
That's any
No,
business
that's
of
everything,
anything,
I
don't
know.
you? That's anything, really.
It's just-
I think we're quite
We're-
lucky in ours.
yeah,
Most
'cause
people are lovely.
I think
we're
it
not
is,
sharks.
like-
It's more like just
Yeah.
piranhas.
Not even, we're just like we fish with teeth.
goldfish.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a wee cons in our fucking game too. Like,
Everyone is in life, but it's just because boxing, because it's your life's on the line, and you're putting your trust and all into all these people, and you think that they're all mates, and then you're not really. Well, I
Aye.
suppose you are, but it's just the way the world, or the
it's
boxing world
competitive.
is.
It's
Yeah.
competitive, but at the same sense, what I think about the boxing game that I think's really hard is that the boxers don't get like the vast majority of the money that's actually made within it. Do you know what I mean?
As well, yeah.
And you can be training for a fight and putting so much effort in because let me tell you, they're trying to get another comedian's boxing do going, and there's literally 2 people that still want to fight. You know, and like nobody else wants to do it. They're all just like, and that wasn't even that. It was just the second
it's
time it was
just
slightly serious. It's
So
such a
much-
commitment.
Yeah, it's such a commitment. And like you said, well, you can't, or was it you? You can't half-ass it. Like you have to, like, be all in or not.
Yeah.
And there's so much sacrifices. No, you have to get up. No, you have to train at least twice a day. If you're not training at least twice a day as a professional boxer, you're not working it
Yeah.
properly. And so you have to eat right, all like especially here in Belfast, all year round, because you're always getting last minute opportunities.
Yeah.
You don't get the notice that the guys in England or America are getting. You
Yeah.
just get a wee phone call and it's like, "Here's a fight here in 4 weeks. Are you ready?" Or "Who's ready?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you can't do
have
the
to
Ricky
always be
Hatton
ready.
thing of I'll get in shape 6 months before
Oh, he
and
had
then
plans for a big
bloat like
fight,
fuck straight
Yeah.
after because he goes nuts. You have to
You
always
always have
be
to be ready. Yeah.
just in case.
Fair.
Just in case.
But you're a full-time comedian now?
Full-time comedian.
Good
It's
man.
actually, I've got off to a good start.
You have?
Like
Opening Empire
since
Club?
I'm retiring, I've got like friggin' five or six gigs this month.
Good
So I'm
man.
buzzing for it.
And you genuinely, I'm not even blowing smoke, I've never seen you not do well. In
Thanks.
stand-up, like you've always...
Yeah, I haven't
Done
died.
well.
I haven't touch wood, fuck's sake,
Yeah.
before we go on. and hit-
Tonight.
But
But
I've
you
never fully
haven't?
died. Like, I've had a couple, like, shaky ones. I had one in Uri the other week.
You didn't really like that one.
Nah, but it was still okay. Like, but it wasn't a
Yeah.
death because I ran out. Like my catchphrase is "What up, world?" And every time I go, look, you just laugh. People laugh when I just say it. "What up, world?" And it's just the whole audience just was completely silent. Well, what's happening? Silence again.
4 complaints
fuck
about
me.
you talking Irish at the start of your sets. What's up, world?
I'm just because I know Nuri's white as fuck, so the idea of you coming out and going, "What up, world?" is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
So
Now
you
here's
know,
a story all about Tommy and him turning up Neary.
So yeah, it didn't work for me. But
Yeah. How do you think you'll handle a death? Because they do come eventually.
Of course, everyone has to have one.
It just happens. It's unavoidable. How do you think you'll do it?
trying to think if I had a death.
You'll know if it was a
Like,
death.
Yeah.
'Cause you'll want to go back to
being-
boxing.
I done one up in Antrim, and it was for a girl's birthday party, and they booked out the hall, and there was no stage or anything, and there was no mix, and it was all like a madness. And
Oh no.
eventually, the DJ got a mic, and I don't think the crowd were there for comedy.
No.
That's when you're gonna have
And
one.
then
That's
I
when you're
was,
gonna
like,
have one.
telling jokes. There was a couple of fellas in the front laughing who were there for the comedy, and then I could just see everyone getting restless, and they're like, "When the fuck's the music coming on?"
Yeah.
And so I just wrapped it up.
Weddings and birthday parties and stuff like that, where they haven't physically bought a ticket to see comedy, that's when you're gonna have a one. And then another one would be like a night that you aren't on the poster or the audience are just fucking there for some other
And
reason.
then you just show up, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Those ones like weddings and stuff are the hardest because they're just watching you going, right, can you fuck off so I can dance to some ABBA?
Yeah.
We've been drinking from 5.
Weddings
We're
as
not
well.
listening.
Weddings and birthday parties, like there's always an uncle or a brother or a cousin who thinks he's the funniest bastard alive, and then you come in and he's going, "What? This is he's paid to be funny. Let's try and make him that funny." Do you know what I mean? And you have that, but the likes of Lavery's and places like that, it's hard to have a death in them. Now you'll have
comedy
you'll have an off gig.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can have one where you go, I didn't love
didn't
that,
enjoy that as
but
much
it's
as-
not
yes.
a fucking
It's not a
brutal
death.
I
death.
done a
feeling.
podcast last week talking about you, Willie, and
We Boston. We
it
Boston.
was bigging me up, obviously.
You're lucky you retired, you cunt.
But I don't think I've ever done a gig with you where you've come off and went, "Yeah, it was brilliant." Every time we come off and go, "Have a
Hates
shit."
it.
I'm
And
a
they were
fucking-
always fucking brilliant.
Because
That's what
I'm
I'm saying. Like every time, you've always killed it. Oh, have a shit. Fuck me.
Do you know what it was? It was, I
So
genuinely think
maybe
it's,
you've never had a death, and you think you have.
Oh, he has.
I have many a time.
And I've had them too.
Do you know what? See, when I properly die, I find it really funny. Like, I'll come up and be like, "I was fucking shit.
Yeah,
He hated me."
I'd be laughing my head off when it happens to me too.
Yeah,
I-
I come up and be like, "I was fucking
and I'd be on
bollocks."
stage actually going, "Listen, do you know what? I'm down here."
Like, I've never seen either of the two there.
Yeah.
But obviously, you're veterans in the game.
Yeah, we have done loads of gigs together. Where sometimes I would say anyone would die in some of the rooms we've died in. Do you know, when the like people are just bouncing before you even go on.
Sometimes I'm lucky because I'll come in and go, "Here, can I do a gig for?" Like I'll see it and call it and go, "This mightn't be a good gig." So I'll maybe ask to be on first to just get the badness out of the road, and I maybe don't have as bad as everybody else after me. Do you know what I mean? So things like that I've done before. Whereas I've seen me land into somewhere and fucking, you're just like, "What the fuck?" You know,
I remember
crowds
there's
fucking
times
dead.
when I started and he'd been doing it a bit longer than me. And I'd book them for some gigs, and he would turn up and know it's going to get rowdy. And I'd have him book the headline. He goes, "Sorry, mate, can I just go on first here? Just the kids or something happened back in the house." And he knew full well they aren't getting past 2 acts before going mental. So he'd go in, have a stormer, and then fuck off before.
That's experience, you know.
That is 100%. Now I do that too. I'm like, lads, can I jump on?
That's what would happen if Bonnie Blue came to Belfast. Willie be in the queue at the front. I walk up and go, "I'm not to go last, Willie, but listen, like, fucking I have to get in there first."
I would be in the cab, our sunflower lanyard, pass them all. Let me in first.
That wasn't fucking thing me at all. Like
Well,
Bonnie Blue, like they couldn't pay me to do that.
What, be her or be in the queue?
They do that, yeah. Be in the
did
queue.
you watch the documentary? Well, it wasn't Bonnie Blue, was the other girl
No.
who had, forget her name now,
Lily?
but I can't even
can't remember.
But I watched it on YouTube, and the guys, one of them shows up like super early, and then they get an interview with him, and someone had flew from Switzerland and all. Did you watch it?
No.
You should watch it. It's funny.
I might watch that. Like, I saw like loads of behind the scenes
Aye.
footage, you know?
Then after she starts crying.
Yeah, you're gonna.
She's like, but no, like she's talking about the thing, the experience, and then she just breaks down. And
I
think
just
I
had
just-
1,000 decks.
well, hers was 100.
Oh, I just
But I don't believe Bonnie Blue. Like, there's no proof that she just said she done 1,000.
I think it was filmed, like.
I don't think they got.
Seen
I'm
it.
not-
It was filmed. It was
Willie was
filmed.
doing the soon.
I lost count around 723, but there was a lot there, like.
Well,
But I said, yeah, that girl, I know the one you can't remember her
Yeah,
name. She started breaking down. Bonnie Blue after it. Fuck, she
was
was
loving life.
chipper as the Dickens.
Imagine if we done 1,000 sets, to 1,000 people in it,
You'd be wrecked, like.
wouldn't you?
I think she went for like 12 hours.
That's insane.
Some stamina, like. You have to appreciate the
We did a
athleticism.
thing years ago. I don't think you were doing comedy at the time. The Murthathon. Did you do that?
No.
You'll be sick again. Do
bucket.
Carry on.
Have you got one?
I'm alright.
you want the pin over?
No, I'm alright. I'm alright.
What was it you said?
What was the Murthathon?
Once the camera starts, I will be.
Hello.
Show business. Bleh.
What was the Murthathon?
The Murthathon was like a charity gig, and there was comedy from, if I'm right, 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. 14 hours.
Same crowd or with the...
There was no crowd. It was literally the fucking comedians. Shane and all would have done this. Sean would have done it. I think Darren Matthews might have done it. No, Johnny McCarthy was on it.
I mean, back in the day, you would have done anything.
Yeah, it was like, this was a class, you know.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, can I go on last? And they were like, yeah. And I walked into the fucking room and it was just like fucking comedians standing there. And some of them had stayed all day. And it was just like you were
That's
standing up on the
manners. That's
stage.
manners I do not
I
possess.
think
Like.
I showed it to somebody. I give off at somebody for doing something. And they pulled me about it recently. They were like, you fucking pulled me at this fucking thing. I don't even think they're doing comedy anymore. But it was a mad fucking thing. Like, it was like a marathon, they called it. What does that even mean?
What
Marathon?
was it?
Mirth
in
isn't
Alo?
laugh.
Was it like for charity or anything?
It was for charity, aye. And it was like a fucking non-stop fucking gig for so long. I'm surprised nobody has not tried to fucking do something like that. Too.
They
Remember
do
that
it in
thing
Edinburgh.
in-
There's always someone tries to do like the longest
But I'm
gig.
saying here, us.
Aye, fuck it.
Remember in
Shane
Lavery's,
doing
what was that thing every 5 minutes, the wee gongs?
A gong show.
Gongs like
That was good. But
like a beat the frog sort of style.
remember, we done it? No, not Lavery's. In
Sunflower?
Limelight. There was a gig, and then once the fucking, I think you were the last one, and then once the Stone Cold music come on,
It was just a gala.
or
It was just that was just like
What was
yeah.
it for?
I think that was for like was that the guy
It was
who
for charity.
for the wrestling
Wrestling
belts?
belt.
Yeah.
Wrestling belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my favourite gigs.
Nah, I don't like it.
Do you not?
Do you know what? I don't mind doing them, but I don't like them because like I find it hard to do 5 minutes or something like that.
See, I like them because the hang is that good. Like just chilling backstage where you're like, I don't even
No, I
give a
enjoy
fuck
that.
about
I
going
enjoy
on.
that. It's the fucking like do 5 minutes. It's fucking.
Yeah.
I was on something else over in where the fuck was it? I was over in England or it was in Scotland. The Stand maybe. And they asked me to do 12 minutes, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm only starting in 5 minutes. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
12 minutes, I'm only starting. Like, you seen the shows the past couple of
I
weeks?
don't know.
Tommy rolled his eyes.
He goes like, don't they?
They're sitting there, right? I think he's finishing the head.
Aye.
Knowing the wee staff, is he nearly done?
Yeah.
I'll be finishing up the head.
Yep,
An
no,
hour later, he'll be finishing up the head.
He does this. You're a fucking nightmare for this. You put the mic in, and I'm like into the stand again. I'm like, he's gonna be done. Then you go, and then I said the fella takes it out, walks about again. I'm like, fuck's sake.
But at
want
least
to go home.
the punters are getting the money's
I
off.
done
Yeah.
an hour, what was it?
It was an hour and 45, I think.
Hour
you done that.
45, I know.
I was in Newry.
Fuck me. I give them an hour 10 if I'm having a belter.
Here, an hour is as much as you should give anybody in a show.
Yeah.
I know for a fact. I said that to him. I says, this is fucking
gonna stop
insane.
doing it?
I need to stop doing this.
An hour's all to go and see something, unless I've paid 70 quid, then give me 90.
Theatre to Mill, 2 hours.
Fuck, mate, that's too long.
2 hours.
That's too long.
Well, if they're loving it, you go
They
off the
did love
energy.
it.
No,
And you know what? There was an hour crowd work. An hour of crowd work.
Jesus Christ, an hour of crowd work.
Yeah.
No one's that interesting to speak to. An hour of crowd work.
Listen, this guy shouted out and then said he was Jamaican, and it just went into a full-on fucking hunt to find this bastard. And then I got him moved the seat up onto the fucking side, and then just fucking tore him in the asshole. And he fucking stayed. Fair play to him. And then the front row fucking tore the arsehole of lemons. And there's one guy in the front. He was so funny. And it was just gold dust. It was just every time I said something, he said something back. And
it just worked.
and then I looked and I went, fuck, that's an hour. Crowd work. I have to do my show now.
That's fucking mental. That's mental.
And I went, should I take a break? And then I went, if I take a break, they'll say, no, you can't go back on. And
And then how did the people react once you went from crowd work to doing
they loved
the
it.
set to just love
People,
it?
the messages I got of people were like, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. People were just like, that was unbelievable. And I'm going, fuck, that was way too long.
That's your
Because
best
I tell
one
you what
ever
happens.
done?
No, I don't think so, but I always have a good gig.
Have you done a solo yet, Tommy?
One now, 45 minutes
Where was that at?
in the Roddies.
Oh, that's right, last year.
Yeah. It's fucking brilliant.
Very good. I'm trying not to poke as I'm speaking to you. I'm very
We
sorry.
should call this episode Gag Reflex.
Fuck me, mate. I couldn't do what Bonnie Blue does, I'll tell you that.
The struggle of Willie Thompson.
I can't even keep a parade down, let alone 1,000 fucking men. Jesus Christ. Tell you, I went on lads' holiday once. It was the second day, and there was about 30 of us over, and one of the guys went missing from 10 in the morning. And we didn't know where he was, but there's not many of us.
I know where he was.
There's not many of us. No one's checking him. We're just going like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "I'm grand." And then I went home early on the second day and got in the lift to go up to the room, and he got in as well. And he's like, looking like me basically. And I was like, "What's wrong with you? Are you fucking steaming?" And he went, mate, I've been at massage parlors all day. From 10 in the morning till 2 in the morning, he was out getting wanks. Paid 800 quid to Bonnie Blue himself on holiday, like.
That's one of them ones. The massage parlor sees him coming in, they're like, oh.
Mate, 12 hours of a marathon's long. 12 hours of wank. That's mental, like.
Fuck's
He
sake,
coulda-
we went pulled off.
He could have went and had a wank in the room and paid for the fucking dirty movies on the room that were 32 quid and still saved money.
I think he just wanted the experience, and he got like a taxi driver who knew them all, so he just had the same taxi driver all day. He was like, I'll take you this one, and then this next one's really good. And I went to him, I was
The
like,
taxi driver sitting beside him. Can I get one? I get him one. Get him one.
but I went to him, I'm like, what do you do if the massage parlour doesn't offer wanks? And he was like, aye, that happened sometimes. So he's just on there, like, out, and they're like, we don't do that. And he's like,
Just
ah,
take
right,
a
okay.
picture of him up on the wall. He's barred.
Get up the next day. He's like, fuck me, I could do 10 like this. But like, fucking well, it has to be dangerous getting that many massages too. Like,
100%. Shows so relaxed your muscles can get,
Jesus
like.
Christ.
Do you ever get the sports massages? Aching?
Brutal.
Fucking
Mate,
sword thing ever.
There was a guy who used to do them in Brook and the estate, not the fucking thing. And he done it in his shed. He
Got a sports massage in the STD clinic.
Done it out the back of his house in his shed, right? And turned the wee heater and all on. And they called him Steel Fingers. And I swear to fuck, I would be biting a belt or fucking biting the bed. Like he would fucking and fucking elbows and all in
The
there.
worst.
And you're like, oh, right? So we told our mate about it. And he was like, is it sore? And we were like, yes, but it will help you. You have a bad back. And this guy will fucking fix it. Right. One of the boys says, you should take a load of paracetamol before you go. So it won't be a sore. Right? This fucking happened.
Man's
This
getting
guy
blooped out for a
here,
massage.
He went into your mom's house, and your mom went, "Are you alright?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm dead on." Next month, eyes rolled his head, fell back, head through the TV. Right? Had to go to the hospital, got 20 stitches in the back of his fucking head, right? We're working in the taxis. Your mom pulls in the corner of Springfield, gets out of the taxi. Everyone sees him and goes, "What happened to you?" And he went, "I went and had a massage." And he went, "Fuck, I've never had to get stitches after I'd been to see him." Like, and I looked at him like, obviously more happened. Like, it wasn't fucking, fuck's in your back. Fucking, hit him over the elbow. Fuck. But he blooped out. Blooped out.
Fucking hell.
Barcode.
Fucking hell. See, I've always avoided painkillers because I'm afraid of them. And then over Christmas, I was really sick. My granda had cocodamol because he just got surgery. So I was like, I'll take 2 of these. Fucking
You
brilliant.
addicted now?
Oh, man. Immediately, I was like,
Were you buzzing?
mate, I was having a fucking ball. Like,
Her brother was home a couple of weeks ago. We were all up in her mess, and I was fucking really bobbing good. And I says, "Get back at," and her stepdad says, "Here's a couple of my 500s." And I took them. I swear to God, I said, they're all looking at me. I said, "Are you alright at me? I'm having a great time." I was flying.
so was you alright? You're like, oh.
I was fucking flying on them.
They're
Like, I mean,
fucking
full
lovely.
on.
You just feel
Full
like
on.
you're just
Here he
like
was.
jelly.
"Did you take them all?" And I went, "Yeah, you handed me 3 of them, man. Take one now, I didn't do it." I fucking did them. I was like, "Oh."
I suppose when you boxing, you have to be very clean.
Yeah.
But is there any, like,
He gets 2 showers a day.
good man. But I mean, like, was there even any, like, because I've seen fighters, like, in the UFC get done for taking something they didn't even know was banned.
Like a cold
Yeah,
syrup
there's
or
loads
something.
of
Do
stuff
you know what I
like-
mean?
Any of
Night
the
nurse, you can't take that.
Yeah.
anything max like Lamsip, I think Lamsip altogether, but Lamsip max, anything extra, all no the extra fucking. So I never
And that's what, because what the fuck, how's the Lemsip going to help you in a fight?
took anything just because I was as an amateur I was on the testing pool where they can come to your house at any time,
Yeah.
and then as a pro for a couple of years, once you get into the top 15 in the world, you have to sign up to it. So, you know, you're responsible for what you put into your body, and you'd hit the fucking be all over the papers because it'll just come up, fail the drug test
Yeah.
for a
Nobody-
Lamsip. You know,
yeah.
it'll
They
put
wouldn't
people-
even say
it would just
for a
say-
Lemsip failed the drug
or
test.
even if it did, but like people aren't going to read it.
People
Just read the headline and go,
"Fucking him and Lamsip out there."
alright.
man."
Aye.
Or
So
you're fake out and cancelled or something.
yeah, you have to.
You won't get paid. Like.
Like when you fail a drug test, then you have to send away the B sample. But you always hear it with the fighters when they fail. Oh, we're waiting on the B sample, but the A sample is the same as the B sample. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You piss in the. Did you ever have to do them for football?
No.
So you
Thank fuck.
They didn't take me serious. I mean, if they were going to test all Evans,
Jocks, I tell you, I know when you were in
They'd be all
if you were doing the
fucking-
Euros or the World Championships, yeah, you did.
So like you piss into the cup and then they give you two
But would you
bottles.
not all be on fucking medication?
Not like steroids and stuff, or like
But
it
they'll
would have
have
had
a
to be
list of what-
documented
yeah,
that
yeah.
you know you would have had to do it. But the World and the Euros, they're used to seed the Paralympics,
Yeah.
so you can't. Like
Mm.
people would have done steroid. Like if they could get away with it, they would do it
Mm.
because you get better funding if you place higher.
Mm.
So yeah, we did have to. I forgot all about that. Yeah, we did.
But like
Doing
the
coconut.
So at the age of 14, no, not really.
All right.
I was off it. That's me off it. I have to play Brazil in the morning.
But I think like recreational drugs are kind of not. They're not prohibited, but out of competition. So like, say you smoked a joint, if it was in your system, like in competition, it's like 2 days before a fight. So like, if you smoked one the week before,
Yeah,
I think you'd be alright. I think coke's the same.
Coke kind of would be. I think weed takes fucking ages
Aye.
to leave your system, doesn't it? Fucking
Aye.
He's
ages.
just in there going, "I don't want to leave."
But like, I think like, cause they know,
Coke's like, "Oh, piss me."
they can tell how long, like what
It's been in
stage
you,
it is in
yeah.
your system.
Yeah.
But
Do you ever
recreationals aren't going to help you anyway.
get nervous, even though you know you hadn't done it? Do you ever still get nervous doing the piss test? Because I know now I have nothing ever bad in my car, but when I see peelers behind me, I'm like, a fucking
Yeah.
$5,000 of coke in the glove compartment. No, I mean, you just panic
In your
and be like,
mind,
what
yeah.
if they've planted
Nah, I
this?
never worried, nah.
Nah.
Because I never took anything. Even I never really get sick anyway. But touch wood again.
Aye.
But I never really
As I say,
took
I
much
never
medicines
took
or anything.
No.
or-
No. You never get sick either.
No.
No. Athlete. No. Never did anything.
They do drug testing for the comedian boxing.
Oh.
They should bring that
The
in.
funny thing was, I did put that into the boxing. Did you see that?
What was
It
it?
was like 2 days before I put it in. I was like, lads, we're getting drug tested. Maggie was like, what?
It's because I half them fights aren't happening there. Like.
Maggie sent me a message like, what? And I was like, I don't know what happened, but fucking they're coming in to test. And he was, why? And I went, I don't know. I says, don't worry about it. I'll pace in a cup for you here. It was sweet. Because, like, I know what used to happen. Like, there used to be mates of mine were in factories and stuff, and they used to do drugs test on them.
Aye.
And they used to pay for clean piss,
I've pissed in bottles for
Condoms?
people.
condoms, and they put
No,
them
for
underneath
like on the
their,
work.
under their arm
For a
to keep it
competition,
warm.
or are you doing
No,
like an
for a-
OnlyFans
for
thing
a-
on the side?
Did you know
I
that?
should have started. I should have done it.
They used to have to keep
yeah.
the condom of piss under their arm to keep it warm.
Fuck it.
Because when you give the sample to
Aye.
test the temperature,
Like, see, it's actually, I'm gonna do a bit about this in it, but when you go in for the give your sample, someone from anti-doping has to come in with you and watch you doing it, because they need to make sure it's your piss and you're not doing anything or like the
if
contaminated.
anybody from Uncle Doping comes in.
Comedian.
Ah, fuck, that was quick.
Get him on stage now. That's right, because Lance Armstrong, didn't he have the like fake dick essentially? Is what he would. So they would
But
have
I-
watched him, but we came in with a fake Willie,
I reckon.
Is that
a
right?
puppet version of me. Just.
Do you think?
But
like,
I think they kind of everyone was in on it.
Yeah.
So they just turn a blind eye.
I kind of felt bad for him because he got the shit for it, even though he was like, but everyone was
know.
doped up. I
They
was
had to
still
go
that
down like
fast.
40 places or something.
I
Maybe
think
I'm
It was
exaggerating.
one of them ones that they went, you've ripped the whole out of it now.
Mm.
You've ripped the whole out of it. Like, you've won so many. Like, you've ripped the whole out.
But then I think all the stuff after, in the way he's trying to be, like, I eat 25 cornflakes in the morning, not 24, and trying to tell people how to live.
He is Lance
He
Armstrong.
was, and that was the downfall for him.
Well, he's trying to be sanctimonious,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, you were on fire.
Somebody
Yeah.
has went for him. Like, somebody's went, is that right? I'd fix
But
this
like,
fucking
see,
wagon."
if he was doping and everyone was doping, he's still the best.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like
I think
All the
there's.
cyclists
there-
are on it, like,
I do think in the Olympics there should be a category where you're just allowed steroids. So have the
Olympics.
normal ones and then have the doped up ones, and I'd watch that.
Everybody
yeah,
would watch the-
Fuck.
like a clean one. And yeah, cause see the dirty one, everyone's gonna be doing faster times and stronger stuff, but whoever's the best is still gonna win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you ever watch a documentary called Icarus?
I haven't watched it's on for ages.
It's
So what's half?
It's one of the best things I've watched it about 4 times. Like, so it's a fella who's
It's
like
like a VR documentary. You watched it 4 times.
It is so good. Like, it's-
You're like his mate that went wanking all day. I'm watching Icarus again.
So this fella, he's like an amateur cyclist, but like really up there, like almost went pro and all. There's this cycle race every year where like some pros and like all the top amateurs do this race, and it's like 10 stages or something. So it's like the 10 toughest stages of the Tour de France in one like 10-day period. And he says, I'm gonna do it this year, and then I'm gonna go on a doping program and do it the next year and see how beneficial it was. And then it opened up the whole like Russian anti-doping scandal and all, and he was in the middle of it all. It's mad.
Did he win the next year?
Kill him.
He made up a whole lot of players. Basically, there was a whole group of them, and then there was a massive gap to like all the ones that were doping. You know what I mean? But so he went to this Russian guy to go like, here, will you basically do like prescription for me to take every day for a year? And then your mom was like, oh yeah, sure. I done this for all the boys in the Olympics, and he's like, what? And then fucking he turned into a whistleblower. You know what I mean? It's mad. He had to leave Russia and all, or else he was getting clipped. Like,
Holy shit.
yeah, it was mad. Like.
Fucking hell. Also, by the way, what we're doing with this episode, you know, on the Patreon, we take questions. So £1 a month, subscribe, you can ask us questions. But on this episode, we've got some of them, just a wee advertisement.
Yeah,
for
we're
what the
going to
Patreon
be
is.
putting it in to give you an idea of what you get on Patreon. Just a wee sample, so they just get. Speaking of doping, samples.
Yep. Just a wee.
Just a wee sample.
a wee
Can you
taster.
piss into that cup?
Do you do Q&As on your Patreon?
I sometimes, but
Are they
when you put the
fucking mental?
questions up, some people just ask ridiculous questions.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of ridiculous questions,
Here we go.
I don't even know if it says.
What
Is a
are we
question
on
like
here? Better-
Yeah.
better be on.
32.
Sweet.
Ryan A 67.
Oh, he's
fuck.
back. Willie's
Goes-
twin.
I've managed to miss
Willie's twin.
Like my evil twin.
He looks.
Have you got a picture of him? I thought you were going to show me a photo.
He goes, I've managed to miss this 3 weeks in a row. I'm over in Ireland a week on Sunday. Dale, you fucking fruit. We having a straightener or what then, Kimpy?
Jesus Christ.
Also, Paddy, your show was classy the other week.
Thank you, man.
I'll kick your content. Absolutely superb writing, mate. Well done. You're fucking dead, you bastard. Just top tier performance, mate. So, a few weeks ago on the Patreon was the one with Harry Preston.
Why is this landing on the night that we're trying to fucking...
We're trying to advertise.
We're trying to advertise, and this landed in. First question.
Sometimes
There's
our
somebody looking at
Patreons
fair day.
threaten to kick the fuck out of each other.
There's no fucking fight.
I
I'd
don't
rather...
know if he was that aimed at one of users or
No, Dale's another one of the patrons,
Right,
but
right.
it seems to be
He wants
it
to
gets
fight somebody
sectarian
else.
and all. It gets
Right.
sectarian and all, and like he's coming over here in a week,
Where's he from?
Glasgow.
Alright.
You can wonder why he's coming over next week, can't you?
For a fair day.
To Free Island. I'm over to Free Island.
I'm on holiday next week.
Aye.
No, Ryan, stop trying to fight people.
Are you going to Easter parades?
What's that? Oh, fuck. Probably never actually been. I might go to see it.
I dare you dress up as a priest and go to them.
I do that for other parades.
You do it for the go and do it for the Chucky one.
I'll end up in the parade by mistake.
I ain't gonna end up in the grave.
Why not like priests?
I ain't no.
No?
No.
Aw. Why not?
Just because.
There's a big misconception, I think, with the loyalist community. Think all Catholics love priests.
We hate the
Everyone
cunts.
Catholics hate the priests as much as the Protestants hate them.
Yeah.
We all know you hate them, but we also know it fucking
It's
winds us
your-
up.
yeah.
You know, it's our wee like bite. It's like when you know you go on about like Thatcher thinking we like love her, we're like nah we hate her too. Like, but it's
Yeah,
funny to fucking.
yeah.
Her anniversary.
Is it? What are you doing for it? You having a wee night in?
The only
Jelly
one
and
who
ice cream.
beats
Jelly and ice cream.
Yeah.
I think that was the fucking thing, wasn't it?
Jelly and ice cream. We're gonna watch the Iron Lady. Just make a night
I
of
think
it.
that was the thing, wasn't it? Everybody at Jelly and ice cream and she did.
Aye.
Did they?
Wasn't it?
I was the chant, like.
That's not just a fucking thing I made up, isn't
Ice
it?
cream and Thatcher Day, so.
Aye. And everybody had green,
I've
white,
never heard
green,
that.
white, and orange jelly with vanilla ice cream. And she died.
I did not know that.
Aye. Ding dong, the witch is dead, isn't that what it was?
Did not. It went into the
Number
charts on
one.
Radio 1. They had to like not play it.
Yeah.
They're like, "But you can't play this." But yeah, it was Ding Dong the Witch is dead. What's the next one? Are these all threats to people?
Nah, not
That's
even.
alright. Just had to check.
Right. Robert. No
Robert.
second name. Just Robert.
Robert! Do you remember from the Paisley tips? Do you remember Paisley tips?
No.
No? Do you remember Paisley tips? Do you remember them? Fuck me. Your man, John McLean.
Yes.
Used to do
Sorry.
the
Yes, I
Paisley
do
tips.
remember these.
Right,
Yes.
So Robert used to be the retired wee fella on it. So he used to be, Robert, did you shit the second again?
He was great. John
Brilliant.
McLean. He was
Brilliant.
brilliant.
So Robert.
Robert!
was,
Robert.
Did you shit the second?
Heading to Belfast from Scotland, 30th of June and the 4th of July
Oh.
for Hardy at the Waterfront.
Oh.
Anyone on the circuit playing gigs those dates, I think I'll just rock up at Lavery's and hope for the best.
30th of July, did he say?
Mudblood's
30th
big
of
in
June.
Scotland.
Weirdly,
30th June.
a little bit like yeah.
The 4th of July.
Our first live ever was in Glasgow.
Glasgow. Is it the Crotch community, do you think?
I don't know.
I think it's a mixture of. There's a lot of people from here in Scotland, and the humour's very similar. So I think it's just a mix of that. But anytime, like I can do a show in Scotland, like in Glasgow and Edinburgh, and it sells better than like fucking Newry. It's really fucking weird. Like, I'm away. I'm actually not here on that date. You any shows on that time?
Possibly. I don't know just off the top of my screen. That
Girls
didn't
will
sound
get
good.
help,
That didn't sound good. Your belly's gone, you've a gig.
I'm on my belly.
Next question.
So don't know. Just tell them to keep an eye on the socials and
Yeah.
see.
Next question is, Willie gonna poke here or what?
Yeah.
Phil Jack Yelka.
I thought that was the question. I was
Like
like, how
that.
did he know?
I was like,
What the fuck?
they're watching live. Connor Burns told you
I'm
before.
getting Truman
They're watching live.
Look at the camera.
I was
Look at
getting
the camera.
Truman showed there.
Look
I was
at
like,
the camera.
what the fuck?
He goes, I'm not the real Phil Jack Yelka, but I can try and tell you what Moisey said to the boys at halftime the 2009 FA Cup
Fuck's
quarter
sake.
final versus Middlesbrough.
Fuck's sake. That's in reference to me telling
back
that story about Caswell.
Rafa, what did you
That was
say?
a great,
to the boys?
great podcast, wasn't it?
That was
With
very
fucking
good.
Thomas.
That was
How
very
funny is Thomas like?
Very funny.
He's fucking outstanding.
Very funny.
David Johnson. I think it was too late on the last episode. Do you think Ireland will have a chance of qualifying for the World Cup? Fuck's sake. And if so, do you see yourselves heading to the States to watch them? I'm guessing Paddy would love that, as he was living over there for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
On both fronts.
I think
100%.
both. I think both could.
Don't think we'll qualify for the World Cup, but
It'd be great if
over
they did.
anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss it. If they do play in America in a World Cup, I don't want to miss it this time because I was 14 the last time.
Did you go to the Euros when they qualified last?
No.
Did you not go?
No.
How come?
I
Couldn't get
have children and I'm married and I couldn't get
3
away.
days off. Fuck 'em.
I love people that don't have that thinks, well, what do you mean?
Fuck him.
I was raging I didn't go to.
I thought the way out all times, man. There he goes.
all my mates went over and they didn't even go to matches. Like, they just went to the
Parties?
cities that the matches were on.
The
It was
atmosphere
just,
was fucking amazing.
Maybe
Like.
fan zone. How would you call it?
Only
Just watch
fans.
it in the
That was
only
the last
fan
question, by the
zone.
way.
Was that the last one? All right, not great questions to advertise. Normally they're insane. No, the wee Fonzo was not class because I went to 2 games and it was fucking brilliant.
You got fingered, didn't you?
I did not get fingered. No, I did not.
Somebody
Tried,
else?
but didn't get fingered.
Was Dave with you?
Dave was not with me.
Why did I think you got fingered and Dave was this?
I've no idea. I don't even know what story you think this is. I'm not even being like, no, mate, that was actually Colombia. No, there's no story where me and Dave went out and I get fingered.
Trying to think of what other Northern Ireland fans that I know that went over and who would have got fingered.
Was it when you were playing in the Euros?
No, one when I was playing. I was injured, couldn't make it. But no, it was about 2016 once. I know Shane went over as well. But I went to 2 games, fucking class.
Nice.
Nice and
Lille?
yes. And we stayed in Marseille, I think.
Some spot.
Fucking great. It was
Great,
fucking
like.
brilliant. Like.
Good weather and all, wasn't it?
Lovely. It was lovely. We stayed for 2
The
weeks.
funniest thing, did you see like all the Ireland Republic fans were outside like an Ann Summer shop, and every time a girl came out with a bag that she'd bought lingerie, they all went, yeah! And she would get them out, show them, and cheer even more. It's fucking hilarious.
My,
Some of
my favourite thing was like the Ireland fans, Northern Ireland fans, and then the England fans were all like drinking like in groups next to each other. And the French police, I just remember seeing tear gas coming into the England fans, and the French police just appeared and started knocking the fuck out of them. Didn't
no
touch it.
reason.
All the Irish ones were like, "I'll just watch this." Like they didn't touch
Yeah.
any of us. Beat the fuck out of the English ones.
So was the Northern Ireland fans and the Republic fans in the same place?
Yeah. Got on fine.
No hassle.
Genuinely.
When it comes down to it, everyone just hates England. Like.
So when the English are there, everyone's like, can't. But genuinely, I think we were both. Everyone was just happy to be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Would you
I
like
think
to
they both
see-
won.
An All Ireland football team
Oh yeah.
as a football.
I
Past
get-
football guy.
People would disagree with me on this, but just from my perspective, I feel it works for rugby. I feel it could work for football.
It works for every other sport, bar
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, and it's, people are fine that disagree with that. Like, but I would personally like to see it because the Ireland team in rugby is consistently one of the best in the world.
There's a lot of Ulster players.
Yeah,
in it.
a lot. Like, and there's times where if you see, like that year at the Euros, if you combine the 2 teams, fuck me, that's a good
Like,
squad.
it's
like.
already a pretty small country, and then you're breaking it up again. Like.
Yeah, yeah. So
There was quite a few players were defecting and going to the Republic, but I think it's not as popular now.
one guy
at the
did it the
minute.
other way around.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, but he
Plus,
was getting
half our
there.
players are
He got
English
burnt
anyway.
out at Derry.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd happily say it like. Well, suppose with boxing the Olympic, no, it's just Ireland.
Boxing's just Ireland, yeah. Just for the Commonwealth Games, you get another Ireland team. But
Yeah.
for everything else,
Did
it's
you do
just
the Commonwealth?
Yep.
And you got a medal there, didn't you?
silver. Yeah.
Silver.
Yeah. And
But
if you go-
that's the only like the perk of being from the north in boxing. You get that extra trip, and the Commonwealth Games is so high profile.
yeah.
And then if you do well at it, you get funding and stuff, and you know, like you get extras.
Did you like that part of the boxing world?
I loved
Amateurs?
amateurs was the best time ever. I loved amateurs. Pros, like, it's enjoyable, but it's not.
It's different pressure when your living is on the line.
It's like amateurs, like going to school or university, and they're
Yeah.
having fun, and then they get this job, and then pros, they getting the job that they studied for. So you've got the dream job, but
Yeah.
it's like it's not fun.
That is actually, that's a good point. Because we do the job that I always wanted to do. And I fucking hate it. See, because it's still a job. I do what I wanted to do from the age of 7 years old, and I'm fucking raging that I have to work. Are you even the
It's
same
just
with
like,
boxing?
With boxing, there's so much pressure in because the money's involved and it's a business. Where amateur boxing, you do get funding and you get money, but you're with all your friends. You're traveling around the world with
Yeah.
your mates, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's great.
And who would have been like your crew? Was it always the same lads?
Yeah, so because it is an All Ireland sport, when we would train in Dublin, that would be the
Headquarters.
base for the high performance. So,
Was it like a Marvel fucking bunker?
nah,
No?
you stayed in a hotel,
Oh, very good.
but when you're young, you stay in the gym. They have like a thing at
Dormitories.
the back, and then when you get the seniors, then you stay in the hotel. I think it's all changed now from when I was there, but the Nordies, so all the fellas from the north, and then a couple of guys. Ross Hickey, he was from Kildare,
Yeah.
and was there another one from the south? Nah, it was all the ones from the north. We all stick together, but my gang would have been Paddy Barnes, Michael Conlon, Sean McComb, and me. We were the Belfast boys.
Right,
And then
okay.
Just then the ones around us, Jason Quigley and Willie McLaughlin, they were from Donegal.
Aye.
And Ross, he was from Kildare. But everyone get on well, they get all the same then. But it's like school. If you're in class with someone, you have your own mates, but the whole class all get on with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, if you didn't like someone, it's a good sport to fucking hate them in.
And it's,
Just get the punch ahead of them.
see, like boxing, it's hard to meet it's hard to meet a boxer who you don't like. Like,
Yeah.
9
you're
out
all
of 10
in it
boxers
together.
are all sound.
Because you all have to do the same. It's not like working somewhere and some cunts fucking not putting the shift in. I mean, if you don't put your shift in, you're not going to fucking do it.
you're away.
on your own.
Yeah.
You have to do it. It's not like a football team where so you're not pulling your weight. You
Yeah.
can't do,
And
you
I
know
also
what I mean?
feel every boxer I've ever met anyway doesn't have that thing where like a lot of people have, are like, I need to prove something. I need to prove I'm a big lad. I need to fucking
Because
be
you
big
have
dick.
that confidence.
Yeah, every boxer is like knows they could take your fucking head off and have no desire to prove it,
Yeah.
but they could. Do you know what I mean? So
It's not even a thing.
they're all chilled
Boxers
out.
don't care about taking someone's head off.
Yeah.
Like, even if you couldn't, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not. I think because you're in that sport where it is a fighting sport, and you spend every single day of your life you're fighting, you're sparring, you're hitting a bag. Like, when you're away from it, I hate going out and someone comes up to me and just talks about fighting and fucking hair. Want to see this and you know, like I just like, mate, just give me a break. I'm fucking fighting every day.
I know what you mean too. Like, and then it's like if
Like
you ever
people
do
come
like,
and go, tell us a joke.
oh, I hate that with a fucking passion.
I done a school on Monday. Holy Cross
What
school.
do you mean you did at school?
Like for a careers day.
Oh, say
They
that.
brought me in. And they brought me into the room and everybody's like, ah, right? And I go, these kids have no clue who I am. They fucking knew, they had researched, right? And the teacher was like, we couldn't find a clean kip. And I was like, yeah, no, there is none. And I was like, right, going to ask questions, you know? And they were like, can you do a funny voice? Can you do THOMPSON? Can you? It was just like, it got ridiculous. The
Oh,
questions.
It
Kid
gets
doing
into that
primary
like
school,
dance
right?
boy
Where the
dance,
headmaster
yeah.
came in, right, lads,
Right.
everybody calm down, sit down, you know. And then I told the story, I says, I hurt my hand and whatever. So then next minute the hand's all up near me, right, what's your question? My dad, he was a chef.
Oh.
And he one time cut his finger with a knife and then burnt his hand too. And then he has a sore hand. And my My daddy one time worked in a steel ship and it fell on his hand and it squished all his fingers and I can't work and we have a DLA car. And then it was just like...
Oh,
it
it's
was
weird. Once you open up, because
Oh,
I done
yeah.
a wee thing in my kid's school years ago. They come up and talk about the importance of staying active. And then at the end, I was like, any questions? Or the teacher actually said, has anyone got any questions for Tommy? And I'm dressing up as Spider-Man for Halloween. Very good. And then it was just all random fucking statements. And it's like, Jesus, right?
They started
Favorite colour, blue.
they started going, we're going to tell jokes. And I was like, do you want to come up and tell it on the stage? And the headmaster sort of looked at me like, don't start this. And I was like, no, if you... And the wee man got up, and I didn't know what his joke was. I don't know. I laughed at him. And then I went, fair play, because that's the hardest part, is getting up on the stage. And then it was like, I'll tell a joke, right? So then he was like, you can't bring anybody up no more than me, right? And there was one at the back. He says, I'll tell a joke. And I was like, right? And I didn't bring him up. And I went, go for it. And he went, I went into a bar with a steering wheel down my trousers. And the headmaster went, why? That's sucking it. Anyway, no, I wanted to hear the end of that joke. It was just driving me nuts. So,
Get some material.
That's always my uncle every time he's drunk at Christmas. Like, here's drunk 2 Chinese fellas. I'm like, that's enough, big man. Come on, stick a TV on there.
what's the end of that joke?
No idea. I never let him get there. Never want to. All I know is
They
it.
got a big tariff.
It won't be not racist. So I don't.
They got a big tariff.
Fuck, that's right. That's on the news.
104% tariffs on goods
The fuck?
from China to America. Now, they make Nike Air Max for $10, right? And then they ship it. This is what America's not realizing, right? Everybody's like, oh, this is fucking really good. Right. There's a reason why China...
I'm American.
There's a reason why
Yippee-ki-yay.
America don't want to make all these fucking trainers and all, right? Is one, the wages are going to be so high that the product's going to be really expensive, and 2, the fucking amount of smoke that comes out of them factories in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pollution alone, and they're not going to want that in the States. So to make a pair of fucking Nike Air Max in the States is going to cost them like $150, so they're going to have to sell it for fucking $150.
I think,
That's going to be $300 for a pair of fucking Nike Air Max.
Dave Chappelle, did you see that wee bit he done about it?
I haven't seen it.
About,
No.
I don't know if it's an old one, but I just saw a wee clip on Instagram. It said, they're talking about Donald Trump. Give us back. We're taking back American jobs. And he's just saying what you said about the price it's going to cost the manufacturer of all these sneakers.
Yeah, and the infrastructure.
We don't want these jobs. Leave them jobs in China.
Yeah. And that's not me degrading them, but like, there's a reason why.
That's what Chappelle's saying, is it?
And the Chinese are going, yeah, you think we give a fuck? It's only 8% of our global fucking supply is to the States. And what it'll do is we'll be getting fucking stuff cheap as fuck because they're going to have loads of stuff made. And they're going to go, okay, you don't want the shit? Okay. And they're going to fuck it into fucking... And where do you see the fucking cheap fucking sneakers and fucking TVs and stuff we're going to get? It's fucking going to be class. Yeah.
They put, what was it, like a 40% tariff on Antarctica? What are they
just
exporting?
penguins.
Just mackerel? What the
There's
fuck?
just a couple of wee penguins. What the fuck do we do?
Here we 10 of mackerel. Fucking
We have
probably
a
Sandy quid.
You can make ice in the freezer. Like.
Fucking insane. Every day does something else. I'm like, oh, you have lost the fucking run of yourself.
Yeah, big team.
But if he was in charge of like a wee shit, if he was in charge of Luxembourg, it'd be funny. But he's in charge of a very important country, so
one of
it's
the world
scary.
powers.
Yeah.
The
I mean-
Simpsons have protected them today, I think, on the 19th of April. In one of the episodes from back in the day.
Just always make sure you're in somewhere really good. So when you tell the story to the kids, do you know what I
What
mean?
about
Like the other day, somebody says to me, "Where were you when Michael Jackson died?" And I was like, sitting in the house, just on my sofa,
Where were you? In
eating
the
a
house?
custard creams. Do you
I was
know?
working in an Arsenal.
You want a good fucking place. So you go, do you know where I was? Like Donald Trump's going to die. Where's the best place to be?
Well, when he got shot, I was in a strip club in Budapest.
There you go.
Really?
Last year, he got shot, and
And one of the midget told you.
the girl was trying to give me a lap dance, and I wasn't interested. I was on my phone and all, and she was probably like, "Oh, you want to pay good money for it?" And I was like, "Get those tits out of my face! World War III's kicking off."
Where were you when Jackson died? It's an important one.
He's in his
I was
toilet.
playing outside. I was
He's
like
in his
11.
toilet.
I was out playing outside.
2009.
Yeah,
It was on my birthday too.
I was
Was it?
13. I was at the caravan. That's
Was
where
it
I
your birthday party when it happened?
Oh, aye.
Wait, Jack
I
Lesnar.
knew something was bad when Michael Jackson did.
Wait, Jack Lesnar sat there. Fucking Michael Jackson croaked it on the fucking.
Knew something was up when he didn't turn up.
Come on, lads.
If Michael Jackson was
No,
at
no,
your birthday
no
party.
Jackson slander.
If
just got
Michael,
done, eh?
if Michael Jackson was at your birthday party and the fucking White Jack Lesnar sat there doing
I
questions,
always get shit for not being a fan of him.
Because he's the
Allegations
God. He's the
aside,
greatest.
don't like it.
he's the greatest.
What's not the like?
He was the greatest paedophile there ever was.
Definitely not a pedophile.
I just-
Cleared of all charges.
I'm just not a fan of. Like some of the songs are good, but it's not for me.
The
Like,
greatest entertainer that ever lived.
nah, you're saying that in the world where we had the Chuckle Brothers? I don't think so.
Couldn't fucking lace his boots. Nah.
I just never. Do you know what it was? I think because my parents always hated him growing up
Aye.
since the stories came out.
I think there's more to that.
Since
The Jehovah's Witness.
Since the story
Only the
since the
cabinet.
story came out that he was actually black, they were fuming. So since then, they
Thought he was white.
yeah, always grew
Turn
up
that off.
hating him, and he scared me when I was a kid.
He's a scary looking guy.
Do you know what I mean? Because we grew up, we didn't see young Michael. We had fucking, as Cat Williams says, white woman pork face Michael.
Cat Williams needs to give his head a shake.
He's
Going
lost
at-
the fucking.
Going to make that way.
He's lost.
Makes
Oh no!
the
Have you ever
cut.
seen his Michael Jackson bit?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite bits of stand-up. Don't you ever climb?
Always discussed about.
Oh.
You're like, oh, it's bad.
Man, it's one of the best bits. Don't you ever climb trees? No, motherfucker, I got bills and shit.
Listen, Jackson was innocent. But yeah, that's where I was when he died anyway.
Where were you,
nice
Dolly?
Working in the nice though.
You were campaigning for.
I was pulling paints and I got a message, Michael Jackson died, and then it said the fellow I was working with, Michael Jackson died. He said, oh no, that's one of them jokes. Because remember, jokes used to just go around
Oh, yeah.
before social media was so big that somebody died.
This is why this one came up. Amy Winehouse. I was in Ladbrokes in Castle Street, and I told the woman behind the till, I says, "Fucking," and she went, "Don't you dare! You know she's my favourite," and I didn't. And she was like, you
How-
don't do this
how
to
would I
me.
know that?
You're a bastard. You always do stuff like this. And I was like, I've literally never come in here and told you somebody was dead ever before in my life. I'm only in to do fucking Fulham are playing in Europe, and I know that they'll win 1-0, and I'm on to do a bet, and you're giving me fucking dogs abuse. And here's says, these black taxi men are bastards. And I was like, well, go and check it. And here's was, I'm shutting the shop. She's dead.
Can you remember where you were when Amy died?
No, I actually can't
Were you
remember
a
where I was.
fan? No?
Loved Amy Winehouse, still love Amy Winehouse. No, all I'm thinking of is the Michael Jackson jokes you got
She's a
sent.
pedophile.
Put them out of your mind.
But they have a good one.
Let's hear it then.
Did you ever hear this? So he's in the back of the ambulance. He's losing consciousness. And the ambulance man and his assistant, they're like, they don't know what to do because they don't know what's wrong with him. The one suggests we need to start CPR. The other goes, no, we need to start up the defibrillator. The third one goes, no, we need to start compressions. And Michael Jackson, with his last breath, goes, well, you better be starting something.
That's a good one.
That's a good. I can see you like that in spite of you didn't
do you
want
know
to.
what? That was a good one.
You a big Jocko fan?
Aye.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that's the first like pop star I liked, and then I had all the videos and all. Friggin', and he had. Did you ever watch Moonwalker?
Did you wear your school trousers, the ones from last year, and white socks and the black shoes? And do
I
the
probably
whole
did.
fucking thing at
When I
Christmas?
was there
bet
trying to
you
do all
there
the
must
dances.
Be a video. There fucking is
There
one of you.
definitely is.
You have one wee white glove and all on. I can fucking see it now.
There definitely is.
Me hat though.
So I just always loved Jackson and Moonwalker.
Now
You
we
should
know
watch
what,
it. It's
now
a
we
good-
know what Tommy's
See
doing
in the
next year.
year,
Stars
right?
Night.
Do you know what? I done a lip sync battle. It's on YouTube. Check it out, folks. I was Michael Jackson, done Billie Jean.
That was his
Friggin'
prod
that.
song. I didn't like that one.
How was that prod?
How is that a
Billy
Billy's-
Jean.
Because he says Billy in it.
It's Billy Jean.
You're insane.
It's
You're
Billy
a crazy
Jean.
person.
It's Billy Jeans. That was the bit of him that was prod.
That's mental.
Did you ever hear the song Billy Jean? No surrender. We are the people. That I am the one.
Oh, you'll steam towards the end there. I was with
But
it.
there'll never be a United Ireland.
I just love how you knew you were losing it. You're like, I'll finish it though. I'll get there.
What phone company did he use?
3. Oh, fuck. I was in the ballpark. I was in the fucking ballpark.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah. Trying to remember the weirdest celebrity. George Michael was a weird one. When
I
he,
was a fan of George Michael.
I love George
Michael
Michael.
was fun.
My aunt Noreen, like, brainwashed me from as a kid because she loved them. So I all the 3 songs are.
I wasn't
still
allowed to-
listen to this day.
I wasn't allowed to watch him as a kid.
Prince. I fucking love Prince. Prince was fucking unreal.
I fucking love Prince. See,
Prince
I'd be more of a
was-
Prince than a Michael guy.
Do you know, in terms of talent, I would say Prince is more talented, more artistic.
Yeah.
But in terms of delivering the product and the entertainment,
Jacko
Jackson
fucking
all the
shook
way.
it
Yeah.
up.
No,
Jacko shook it up like no
But
doubt.
I would never
Prince
go
playing all the
he shit
instruments,
because he
writing,
is
singing.
quite clearly not. It's just not for me.
It's not for you.
But Prince, I love. Like,
Didn't
did you ever
Prince have to change his name? The like
symbol?
Symbol.
aye.
And then he was
I don't
Prince,
think he
formerly
had to
known
done
as
it
the Symbol.
because he was trying to get out of
The
a
record
contract.
deal.
Aye, so all the things after had to be the artist
Formerly
formerly
known
known
as
as
Prince. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever hear the story of Michael Jackson and Tupac? That this is not a joke.
I Michael Jackson beat him up.
Beat the fuck out of him.
Jackson's no joke, I'm telling you.
Because
And Tupac kind of for all of
because
his,
he bad moved somebody's daughter.
he was dating
Quincy
his,
Jones's
Quincy Jones'
he was dating
daughter.
Michael
Jones's
Jackson's
daughter,
niece.
and he was like, "Don't you dare talk about her
and
like
he's
that."
the fuck you gonna do? And Michael's like, I'll tell you what I'll fucking do. Beat the fucking man.
Tell me.
All that.
Solve stuff's just for the camera.
Yeah.
They invite you in.
everybody. Aye.
Jackson's a friend gang.
It's me, Monkey. Was just sitting smoking a fag on Tupac. Yeah, fucked up. I don't like cuts like I love him.
Imagine waiting for a phone cab outside that club. He was like, is that Michael Jackson kicking the bollocks out of Tupac? No one would believe you.
I know.
phone
I
card
know.
picked up in LA. Like,
Fella sitting in the taxi went, "That's just the way it is."
That's Tupac. Ah, love it.
Things will never be the same.
But
Yeah,
as
you
much as
guys
I
are
love
sharp.
Tupac, he was a little bit of a faker.
Apparently
as-
so. He
They
was
all
like
are.
he was
Yeah.
like a thespian fucking actor or something.
He
or
was,
dancer.
yeah. There's a clip of him, like the leotard and the hair's
Yeah.
like the square cut. And he's like,
And he's
I just
talking-
love to dance. And then you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Seen it?
Yeah.
I have so much respect for women.
Yeah.
All that crack.
Yeah.
But they're all, listen, it's all performance
It's all- yeah,
art.
it's all
you know what I mean?
marketing, yeah.
If you're a real gangster, you're not going to be on TV talking about it.
Yeah.
You're going to,
Yeah.
like,
No,
Yeah, doing better.
any real
Exactly.
gangsters I've ever met don't really care about expressing their emotions through art.
yeah.
Do you know, no gangster I've ever met is like, you need to know how I feel really inside. And gets a guitar out, like, do you know what I mean?
He pulls out
What
a
is
hammer
the,
go
the
and stick out
gangster
the back of your head.
rule number 1? Is like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say fuck all, like,
Say
yeah.
nothing.
say nam.
Dang,
So who is the original G? Yeah? There's only one original G I know
Who?
who says nothing.
Who?
The original G.
GA.
G. He's the original G.
I thought we were going back to the guy who started the Crips. That's genuinely, I thought we were talking about
We are.
fucking
Jerry
Stanley
Adams started
Williams
the
again.
Crips. Jerry Adams started
Stanley
the
Tookie
Crips.
Williams.
Turkey, like, what a scurry. You ever see a photo of me? Like, he is, like, he's
Was this the
scurry as
one
fuck.
that says he was doing all the
He was taking talks and we went
saying
over
like,
yeah,
don't
taking-
do drugs and don't get involved in gangs, and he was the
Then
fucking leader?
Arnold Schwarzenegger would fucking let him die on death row. I read his wee book. And then there was, because I think he was in jail for ages, and then he did try and do like some reformation stuff, and they were trying to campaign to get him off death row. And it was down to Arnie. Arnie says, fuck it.
He meant if he
Give
dies,
him
he
the
dies.
jab.
And they were
I
like,
forgot he
that's
was-
not your part, that's
I-
Dolph Lundgren, you cunt.
Genuinely forgot he was the governor of California. I was like, why the fuck was it up to Arnold? Just once a year he gets to kill one. He's like, yeah, him. I completely forgot about that.
Running man.
What are we on there, like? Because I know we've... Yep.
Yep.
You guys got a
Yes,
show
we
to do.
gotta get on stage.
Guys, check out the Mudblood
50 minutes.
Patreon. Thank you for coming on, Tommy.
Yes,
Anything
Gurmy
to
the
plug?
Melga, Tommy.
Yep.
Thank you for
Anything to
coming
plug
on.
before we go?
Tommy McCarthy is now a stand-up comedian, so
That's the
If you wanna
most
get me
Conor
on
Burns.
shows,
That's the
get
most
me on
Conor
there.
Burns bit I've seen ever on Mudblood. Tommy McCarthy is now. Yes,
Amazing.
check him out.
Yeah.
Tell you go say a lot more, Tommy. Check
Get me on
him
all the
out.
shows.
Yeah.
He is
If you've no,
phenomenal.
if you can't get in contact with me, get in contact with Paddy or Willie. Tommy Mac90 on Instagram.
Give your phone number, me as well.
077.
Don't
Yes, I have the SSE on sale. Can't wait. Doing it again. 17th of October. Also still on tour with Dagger. We've got Strapan added, Limavady added, a Sakanoma added now. If you missed the first one, which a lot of you did do, and we're still got the Grand in Letterkenny, the end of this month. And I'm doing, for fuck's sake, loads of stuff. Just keep your eye.
I'm at fuck all. If you want to chill or whatever, hit me up. Fuck, go for a wee drive.
Gura Mila, oh, you're going to Edinburgh Fringe?
Yes,
There you
but
go.
I'm only doing a compilation. So,
Compilation.
best of Northern Irish and Friends at the 36 below or 50.
The 36 county.
Yeah. 36. We added 4 more.
We added
36
10
county
counties.
republic.
We took the 10 counties in
Yeah.
Scotland and added them.
Yeah. Other than that,
Yes.
see you next week,
later.
ladies and
All
gentlemen.
the best. Thank you.
Gangster.